They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do that.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Voyage with Ocean. My name is Shripad. So this particular episode will be the first episode of the long upcoming Vietnam series. Okay, so this episode is mainly about how to plan your Vietnam trip, nothing else. Okay, so I will be covering every possible detail, right from when is the best time to visit Vietnam, flights cost, hotels, local transport, how much cash you have to carry, visa process, every single thing. So get your copy and pen ready and start making notes क्योंकि इस वीडियो में बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज्ञान मिलने वाला है. Now starting with when is the best time to visit Vietnam. Okay, so this is a tricky question because Vietnam is a vast country and the climate varies drastically from south to north to central Vietnam. Okay, but there are still months which are actually very good period to visit the entire country, to cover the entire stretch. So from February onwards the climate starts getting hotter, okay, up till May. So February till May it's the summer time in Vietnam. Starting from June, July, August, September, these are the rainy season in Vietnam, where Vietnam receives the highest rainfall, especially in the months of July and August. So if you ask me when is the best time to visit Vietnam, I would say it's starting from October last or November first week till February midweek. This would be the ideal time to visit Vietnam, where you can cover the entire stretch with a very beautiful weather over there. Now coming to flights, so there are three airports in Vietnam which receives international flights. First is the Noi Bai International Airport, which is in Hanoi. Second is the Da Nang Airport, which is in Da Nang, which is the central part of Vietnam. Third is the Tan Son Nhat International Airport. Yes, I am getting it correct, I hope. Tan Son Nhat International Airport, which is in Ho Chi Minh. So there are three airports. So I have already told you which are the best months to visit Vietnam. So the flight prices will also vary accordingly. But yeah, I mean, if you still plan your Vietnam with at least 1 month in advance, you can get the flight within 10 to 15k from India to Ho Chi Minh. Now it again depends which airport you are flying to. Is it North Vietnam, which is the Noi Bai, or the central Da Nang, or the third one is the south one, Tan Son. Okay, and from which city you are flying off from India. Okay, no matter which airports you fly to, the flight prices remains almost same. It's 10 to 15k, but still what I have observed is that flying to Ho Chi Minh is little bit cheaper, fairly cheaper than other cities. Now flying within Vietnam. So if you are flying from Ho Chi Minh to central Vietnam, Da Nang, or from Da Nang to Hanoi, the flight cost will be around 3k to 4k. There are two main flights, one is Vietjet and one is Vietnam Airlines. And if you are flying, say, directly from south to north, Ho Chi Minh to Hanoi, or say north to south, Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh, then the flight will be around 5 to 6k. So overall your flights cost will be coming up at around 30 to 40k if you that is up and down plus within Vietnam flights. But if you are doing only one city, that is Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi or any of the city, and directly coming back to India, then you can actually manage it within 25 to 30k as well. So for me, my circuit was like I traveled from Bengaluru to Ho Chi Minh. From Ho Chi Minh, I traveled to central Vietnam, which is Da Nang, and from Da Nang, I boarded a flight to Hanoi, and from Hanoi back to India. Now coming to visa, I know many of you must be waiting for this particular topic. So visa process is as simple as it could be. I mean, I was really happy with the visa process. Okay, so there are two ways you can get the visa. One is visa on arrival and other is e-visa. Unfortunately, currently Vietnam is not issuing visa on arrival for some reasons. I'm not sure why. But you can apply for e-visa. I will drop the link below from where you can apply the e-visa. It's very convenient. Okay, you just have to upload your passport size photo and your passport front and back side, and your visa will be issued within 3 to 4 days. Yes, within 3 to 4 days. Now the best thing is that given that you need only your passport photo and your passport to get the visa, there is no prior booking, hotel booking or flight tickets to be presented to get your visa. So you can actually apply for visa much earlier without worrying to book the flight tickets or the hotels, right? So that's actually very good. Now coming to hotels, so hotel prices are more or less same like India. It will cost you 1k to 2k per night depending upon the type of hotel which you are in. Now for a period of say 1 week, if I even consider a median value of 1.5k, it will cost you at around 9 to 10,000 for your whole duration in hotels, right? So that's hotels for you. I personally book all my hotels from booking.com because I really love their platform. It's really good. One thing that most of the hotels in Vietnam will accept only VND or Vietnamese dong. So while booking your hotels through booking.com, you will be able to book the hotels but won't actually be paying for it. So in a way you will have to pay in Vietnamese dong once you check out. Okay, so that particular point you need to keep in mind. Now coming to transport, वियतनाम के अंदर में आप कैसे ट्रैवल करेंगे? So again we have a app called Grab. Okay, so with Grab you get Grab taxi, Grab bike, and the service is really good. Okay, and their coverage is also awesome. Also there is an option to rent out bikes over there, but there is a thing with license that with Indian license you cannot actually drive legally in Vietnam. Okay, you will have to apply for international driving license separately in your local RTO. But then again it depends upon how lucky you are. People do drive, ride bikes over there, but again it's legally if until the time you're not getting caught, that's good. If you get caught, then you will have to pay a fine. That's about it. Now coming to mobile network. So there are three main networks in Vietnam that are Viettel, Vinaphone and Vietnam Mobile. There are other local networks as well, but these are the three prominent ones. Now Viettel has the best coverage, I would say. Then comes Vietnam Mobile. Then comes Vinaphone. Okay, I had personally taken Vinaphone and I was actually a little bit disappointed. So you can go for either Viettel or Vietnam Mobile. Now there are two options to get your SIM cards. You can either get it from airport. They do have local stalls over there just outside the airport, or you can get out in the city. Out in the city you might get it at a much cheaper rate, but I had got it in the airport itself, which had cost me at 250k or 250,000 VND, Vietnamese dong, for a whole month, and all local calls and internet was unlimited for that whole month period. So now coming to how much cash you need to carry. Okay, interestingly, 1 VND is equals to just 0.003 INR, which is like too good to be true, right? So just to give you an idea, for example, you convert 25,000 INR to VND, you will end up having 75.8 million VND. Now this gives you an illusion that Vietnam is really cheap, right? But point is, yeah, Vietnam is cheap, but more or less you will end up spending like you spend on an everyday basis in India, because in the end the prices at which, the food prices, anything you want to buy over there, it's priced also in such a way that it's almost same. So in India, for example, if you get a dish for say 300, in Vietnam that same dish will be priced at 100k, which is 1 lakh VND. So now the question remains, how much cash you need to carry to Vietnam, right? So as per my opinion, as per my experience, I would suggest you carry 35k INR. This is a good budget to have. On a much more budget side, you can plan within 25 to 30k INR. And if you want to have a very convenient, comfortable experience in Vietnam, I would suggest you can go up to 45k INR. And this will be actually covering your food, your local transport, any souvenirs which you want to buy, and also your hotels. Because in the end, you will be paying your hotel fares in VND only. So yeah, let's wrap this video up with the total cost of your Vietnam trip. So as I have said, the flights will cost you around 30 to 40k, which is including your up down and traveling within Vietnam. If not within Vietnam, if you are planning for only one city, then you can manage your travel flights up and down within 25 to 30k as well. So after flights, coming to your hotels, food, the cash you will be spending in Vietnam, everything that, as I've already told you, on a budget side you can manage within 30k, and on a higher side you can go up till 45k. So overall, if you see, you can plan your whole Vietnam trip within a budget of 70 to 80k INR. So yeah, इस वीडियो में बहुत ज़्यादा ज्ञान हो गया. The real action will be starting from the next episode, where I will be exploring the streets of Vietnam. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my upcoming videos, because it's not worth missing. See ya.